Hello, flat earthers, people whose scientific know-how has been estimated to be a rough equivalent to 3.75 imperial ounces of budgie droppings that have passed their best. We're talking about people whose IQ is the equivalent to that of a hole in a donut. Tonight we have a wonderful video by a wonderful creator called Where's Wally? Wonderful! Wally calmly and methodically takes to pieces just about every flat earther that ever worshipped debate, every flat earther sycophant of Nathan Oakley, and he manages to fart in the general direction of Brian's logic. Please enjoy this excellent video, and afterwards make sure you check out Where's Wally's channel and give him some love. Lub? Please enjoy this video and make sure that afterwards you check out Where's Wally's channel and give him some love. He is criminally undersubscribed. I'd love to see that rectified. So let's see if we can try and boost Where's Wally's sub count by, I don't know, perhaps by the same amount as the number of e-begging GoFundMes Nathan Oakley holds. Enjoy.
G'day everybody, Where's Wally here, and thank you Dan for allowing me to bring you a video containing two of our most favourite subjects, huge rockets and flat earthers failing when trying to debunk the aforementioned huge rockets. Now on the 14th of January, SpaceX launched a Falcon Heavy, and it was a spectacular launch because it was right on dusk. And it was viewed by many people, and I and a few others have been having a ball with this one, mate. Now this is a short summary of the timeline of failure. Now initially a flat earther called Wide Awake, he took a rather excellent video from the west coast of Florida looking east, and he was about 188 kilometres away, watching the rocket with a P1000. He captured the launch boost back and re-entry burns, but he was unable to see the landing burn, for some particular reason. Now, an Aussie flat earther named NoFanfare, yes, you heard me, a Aussie flat earther, second only to the rarest Antarctic flat earther, so elusive that only one or two of them have ever been spotted on FriendFinder. Well, NoFanfare, he decided that the rocket appeared just a few seconds after the SpaceX audio counted 3, 2, 1 blast off.
2, 1, engine full power, and liftoff of USS 67. Go Falcon Heavy, go Space Force.
And his claim was that the rocket was visible only after a second or so. After he heard that, he had all the proof of his desired flatness. Now, NoFanfare, he did actually quite a good job of matching the two videos based on the SpaceX audio.
And for Wide Awake from his location, there has to be 25 rocket heights in the air before Wide Awake would even see it. Just doesn't seem to match with reality.
Now, a globe Earth would require the rocket to be 25 rockets high. I'm not sure why he used rockets as a measure. There was just one problem. The SpaceX audio, for reasons various, was about 35 seconds delayed. Whoopsies, NoFanfare. Which put the rocket appearing just above Wide Awake's horizontal just about 5 seconds after liftoff. Anyone who was watching would see this was clearly not correct, as it was barely clearing the launch tower in one video while it was supposedly appearing in the other just above the horizon. I told NoFanfare and Wide Awake that the rocket was about 2 kilometres up when it was first seen. It wasn't, it was actually 3.4, but hey, I make mistakes too sometimes. So both of them tried real hard to excuse it away. They got a builder's level and they measured the drop to the tree line.
He's just dropped oh, look at that. He's lower. He's lower than the top of the level here. You watch. Watch here. Doing that.
So props to them for trying, but when NoFanfare did his maths, he got an answer for the amount of flight path that was hidden by the trees and the perspective, and it was
his observer spot, and here's where the rocket launched. That's the line that is angled up with his camera to go above that tree line. Let's take a random guess, and let's just say it's 0.6191 degrees going across the top of that tree line.
0.6191 degrees, that's oddly specific.
And Wide Awake's 115 miles away from where the rocket launched. Oh, look at that. So that's 1.2427 miles from launch to view.
1.2427 miles? Okay, I think I know where this is going.
Where's Wally? He had that in kilometres. 2.0 kilometres, and he showed it on the... if we go here into miles and convert that to kilometres, let's see what we get.
Mate, you could just hit the menu button drop down and change it to kilometres. Just saying.
Look at that, will you? 1.99999993179. That's like about 2.0 kilometres, I think, there, Wally, isn't it?
1.99999 kilometres, hey? Whoa, so good. Pity you didn't check for yourself to see what the actual drop would be. You might have been able to prove Wally wrong. What you actually needed was 3.4 kilometres. Oh dear. What do you think, Dan?
And this guy thinks the Earth is flat. Amazing.
It was then that I found a video from Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, some 588 kilometres away. As NoFanfare said,
if you want to dispute this, you just go for it. But if your Earth was a cue ball with no terrain, no trees, yeah, okay, your curvature calculations match. But
well, there was not a lot of terrain or trees to be seen from the beach looking out to the horizon. And this video is particularly special because it had a camera on the beach and waiting for the rocket, and well, it showed up a whole 94 seconds after the launch. Now that's 23 kilometres of hidden height at the 588 kilometre distance. And to that I say, wow. So what to do? Well, I made a video for Bev Try Thinking, as I thought he'd be very happy to have something to actually talk about in his 15 hours per week of saying nothing much but, all horizontals are parallel. Well, I even made it using his thumbnail style, using my gym ball of course. I even gave him a paradox, because I know he loves paradoxes. However, it was young Flatzoid who decided he would jump into this particular frying pan of mine.
Hi everybody, Flatzoid here. Well, we've got Where's Wally on the chopping block today. He's trying to prove Earth curve using rocket launch.
So Flatzoid misunderstood his way through Bev's paradox video and managed to parrot most of the FE dogma.
Note how the different distances they come past the horizon at different times. Yeah, one big water level.
And anything at the horizon is the same level as the beach here, yes? So...
yes, agreed. Everything is the same level.
Oh, I love it. He just keeps making my points for me. Great debunk, Flatzoid. You really are not getting this whole debunking thing, are you?
Let's go and look at something that I created a while back. This is based on equator to Polaris. Every 600 nautical miles is going to drop 10 degrees.
Is he serious here? Is this a genuine attempt to debunk the globe, or is he joking? Sorry, before we carry on, I forgot this bit.
Holy 11 frames, Batman. I can't believe you A, created this, and B, thought you could use this to prove something, and C, thought we would not rip into you big time if you tried A or B. You're going to cop a lot of flack about this one diagram, mate. I can assure you of that. Now, why did you feel the need to compress the x-axis, Flatzoid? Now, you even say every 600 nautical miles is going to be 10-degree drops. And yet you had to purposely distort the x-axis in order to make it fit, and even then it doesn't fit. Well, good job. Not only are you admitting that Polaris observation won't fit on a flat plane, and you just showed that you are a top left genius.
You can only see a certain amount of distance based on your elevation. You know, that's why you have acute angles and why you get to a possibility that it's called a limited angle, because it's too limited to see from your view.
And this guy thinks the Earth is flat. Amazing.
He was particularly big on the limited angle, but 23 kilometres over 588 kilometres is 2.2 degrees, and that is roughly 4 moons wide. Yeah, I'm going to count that as a fail because we all know you can see 1 moon on the horizon. 4 should be rather easy. He did make that old FE chestnut claim, Earth curve is just hijacking perspective. Case in point with the 750-mile video, 1,300 kilometres away. How much hidden does Walter Bislin's advanced Earth curve calculator say?
Walter Bislin's advanced Earth curve calculator. Yeah, he says it's hidden. Why? Because they take perspective and they hijack it to call it Earth curve, just like you've just validated for us in this whole video. Thank you, Wally.
My debunk of this I thought was inspired. You see, perspective is linear. You double the distance away and you halve the size. It's kind of easy. However, the amount of hidden or drop due to Earth curve is, funnily enough, a second order polynomial. That 8 inches per mile squared thing, or the equation of a circle, a little bit of a clue, don't you think? Now, I don't think Flatzoid realised that, and before I could press him further, Brian's logic jumped into wait noit for some reason. So I was cowering in the corner at the name of Brian's logic. Well, not so much really. I think I grabbed the popcorn to sit back and watch the first of these videos. Well, Brian said much derp and I gleefully responded to each and every piece of it, pointing out the very many fails he had. Now, Cinnamon Control, he did like what I did with my 3 videos all synced up, and he went and did the same thing with 7. It always has to go a little bit better, doesn't he? Now, Brian really struggled with the concept of a rocket being behind and below the horizon. So Brian took a long, hard look at one frame from Myrtle Beach and he decided that the blurry flames were actually in front of the horizon. I kid you not.
As I change it around, I've changed around the levels to try and clear it up. As you can see, the horizon is behind whatever is going on here. The horizon is behind it. So no matter what they have to say, this is a black swan. This is Wally's black swan.
However, like this sunshine around the jet, you can see that it's clearly not going to happen like that. Just an optical effect. I soon ripped that whole argument to shreds because I looked and found the frame with the very first bit of rocket light, and that is clearly not in front. Of course, he totally didn't address where the rocket was for 94 seconds prior to coming into view, or how 23 kilometres of increasing altitude could be vertically lower than the eye level from Myrtle Beach. Now, it seems Brian didn't like it or know how to address it very much, because the very next day when he was on Nathan's Flat Earth debate show, he just had to go and bring it up, didn't he?
I share the image now that they were trying to claim was clear globe proof. Right? This is what they were trying to claim. This is from Myrtle Beach. This here, this little red apple looking thing, that's the afterburner from a rocket that launched from Cape Canaveral. It's over 365 miles away, right? They said they couldn't see this afterburner until 93 seconds in. Now, I destroyed that whole claim, but it doesn't matter, right? But I show that this is in front of the horizon, and it wouldn't matter if it's behind the horizon because the horizon's not physical. But they were trying to claim the horizon was geometric again. What are these people at? And the rocket itself was like 0.009 degrees. That was its size. Like, you'd never see the rocket. Even with a good camera, you wouldn't be able to see the rocket. Like, this is afterburner. They don't know where the rocket is. The rocket is above that number. They don't know where it is.
So that
right?
red dot, Brian, on the horizon is proof that that thing's in space.
It's supposed to be proof that the horizon is geometric. This is what they're trying to do. Now, I show. Look, that it's in front of the horizon, even within their stupid photograph, right?
Whoa! You've just said, hold on, you've just twirled a few knobs and turned this into a black swan.
Well, Nathan, he was parroting as usual.
How's that geometric horizon working out for you, Ruhif? Good?
Nathan did say one thing right. A few knobs got tweaked, and you can claim black swan.
We've got 356 miles, Bri.
Yeah.
So we call it a 400, or around 400 then, where the horizon is?
Well, the Adam Meakin piped up with the most crazy concept I have ever heard. And the size of this Strawman is immense, literally.
Well, maybe so, yeah. It could be up to 400. The 400 miles away.
Because of the black swan you claimed. I just do the math. I'm going to give him a 10-foot observer height. Can't tell, but I'm assuming it's at the beach that they're filming this. But to do that backwards and assume in their claim that the horizon is the leading edge, we've taken that leading edge as 400 miles, square that and multiply it by 2640, then divide that by 10, gives us an R value of 42,240,000 miles for the new R value. I think that's a record that they've delivered us.
42 million, that's halfway to the sun in the heliocentric model then.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is, what they said, now everything I did, no matter what I did, it showed the same thing. The horizon behind the afterburn. I came back to him, but that's supposed to be your clear, CLEAR, globe proof.
So Brian has made the classic Strawman there. He reduced the whole video, showing the rocket at eye-line hidden behind 23 kilometres of Earth curve, to just one blurry frame, and then tried to debunk that. Well, I guess the whole video, or even the whole supercut video, was just too confronting for them, wasn't it? So here we are at the final debunk so far. Bev, Try Thinking, and Emma UK and their trusty sidekick, Paper Organist, had very derpy answers to my direct question from chat the other day. When asked, how did the rocket take 94 seconds to come into view from Myrtle Beach, Emma responded with,
We have a Wally, and it's so funny. I want to answer it. And for the rocket to go through the sky, I'm not entirely sure what propulsion system it uses, but there you go.
Think rocket fuel.
Our survey said
it burned rocket fuel. I guess that's correct, and yet so wrong. And Bev said, fantastical.
You can see that. Look how far away you can see. 588 kilometres. I mean, that's got to be a world record, has it? All sounds very fantastical.
Well, always one with the great made-up words. And Paper mumbled something more intelligent than usual for once. He said, shiny rockets and combustion.
Okay, I can give some credit, because if it is a rocket, so it has this shiny engine. This combustion is shining, so maybe it could be visible. Source of light, like fire. Maybe it would be visible.
He wants us to go and watch his video. Nobody's watching Wally's videos.
Doesn't he have loads of fans out there?
Don't know, he might have put a tracking tag on it. But I do know that I think Wally's a mental case. And the last thing I want to do is watch his videos.
So I guess Bev knows that it's a poison chalice after all. He claims he hasn't watched it, but the funniest part is that these guys were averting their eyes from the simple evidence in a video with ECV in the title. Now, ECV is a Bevian term that they made up. It stands for existential cognitive veiling. It describes their own fears at looking at data lest they see something that can't be unseen. And the Falcon Heavy has collected many flat earth fails. Many other names have tried and failed, from the small weird channels claiming that the shadows are all wrong or the speed was too fast, to the big names like Jeranism, Taboo Conspiracy, and all the others going full attaboy on NoFanfare. But sadly, the video they thought was so good, well, it's been taken down, because, as we just saw, it was well wrong. And even Phuket Word was circling and muttering all sorts of dirt. He even claimed that the visibility on that day was only 6 miles away, despite what it actually looks like. Yeah, that doesn't look like 6 miles, does it? I really did want Bev Try Thinking to have a go at the Bev's rocket paradox. I don't really know what he's afraid of. When he fails, it's not like I'm going to go point and laugh at him, is it, Dan? Wally, I hate to break it to you, mate, but that's exactly what you've been doing here. Laughing at the hilarious fails of flat earthers. Oh, really? Well, it has been fun.
It has indeed. Thank you, Wally.